G'day Internet, CJ with you again. PC stuff today. Water-cooled, various custom PC stuff. New gear. Yes, this is the editing rig that I've been talking about, so I can actually make videos that aren't just one big, massive, long ramble run-on sentence. Hang on, I'm going to kill the music because I'll probably get copyright struck for that. So yeah, this is the new rig. It's an ASRock X570 Steel Legend motherboard. There's a 3900X under there, Ryzen 9. That's an H100i Corsair all-in-one water cooler, which is the one without the fancy RGB fans, but it's got RGB backlit pump head. Yeah, good stuff, man. It's got an RGB backlit cooler head with the pump in there, right? Cables come out here. That's the tail. There's the power input for the pump, and there's the fan power, and there's the tachometer. Oh, actually, I should probably wrap that back in and plug it in somewhere, shouldn't I? There we go. Glad I checked. Yeah, so that's all happening. This is a sort of test platform / tray that I've fabricated and put together out of a bit of scrap aluminium and all various bits and pieces that I've drilled and tapped and some feet and stuff. So that's how it's all looking. Cooler's mounted. I'm not super happy with this Corsair H1. The instructions, I mean, I've done this before, but you do the thing where you read the instructions to make sure you're not going to bugger anything up, right? And the instructions say tighten down the thumb screws until firm. Now, better systems have springs under the thumb screws, and so and a stop. So you basically just tighten the thumb screw down, and once the thumb screw's at that limit, the spring is providing the suitable amount of tension for the actual cooler plate onto the heat spreader of the CPU, right? This one doesn't do that. Unless they've sort of designed it into these wings here and they just bend to allow for the fact that a lot of people are just going to screw until it's like it doesn't screw anymore. But I've been a bit, I wasn't super happy about the variability in it, you know. I've got a little bit of movement in the cooler head. I don't know if you can see that. It still wriggles back a little bit, back and forth a little bit, which is sort of how I normally set up my coolers. But you know, that sort of question about is it tight enough? Should it be tight? Will it give better performance if I crank it down tighter, or am I just risking breaking something, or actually causing the plate to bow concave so it's not making good contact? It's just not a great system as far as I'm concerned. A spring retention system is much better, that's engineered so that it's user foolproof. The user just screws these down as far as they go, and then the springs are engineered to put the correct tension on the plate. That's a better system in my opinion. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be fine. All that's remaining is to put the GPU in, cable that up. You can see I've already got my main ATX power connected and my CPU power connected here. Yeah, and put the rest of it together and boot it up. There's an M2 SSD. PCIe 4x4 SSD under there, so that'll be the boot drive. And basically I've got all this, once the GPU's out of the way, I've got all this space here to plug stuff into the SATA ports and have my drive sitting there. And there's my AV gear, my hi-fi system and whatnot underneath it. So it's all I'm pretty happy with the setup, as long as it fucking boots. We'll see. Cheers guys.